They fixed it.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
OpenAI, which as of right now is actually kind of down, but they fixed the problem we were having. Check this old video right here where I cried about files not being uploaded. This is funny because it really worked just a little bit ago. Like last week when we tried this, what happens if I go, what if I rename this HTML or text or whatever? We had this in a previous, it won't accept any function now. I think we're done. This is frustrating. You'll just see how the frustration is here. I went back and did a bunch of debugging, but it is fixed now.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
So let's go look into it. The goal here is to make your AI buddy your Jarvis, if you will, and get him to help you. I'm Jordan Hansen from Cobalt Intelligence. We build cool automation tools to help you, alternative finance funder, with your underwriting. Talk to me. We can help you out. Let's get into what we're doing today. Again, we've talked about this before. Our goal is to build an AI helper that can help us code more efficiently. So what we're gonna do is give it access to our files. Now the problem we were having before is that we create this Typescript file, which looked great. We'd upload it to the AI assistant, and that AI assistant, well, what was happening, the file upload would just suck. It would break every time. So I'm gonna go over here and kind of show now, prove it. I'm gonna get rid of this file right here, save. And if you want a heads up of what we've done before, just check this other video. It kind of did the setup of it, the basics of it. I was very pissed because it didn't work. It wouldn't upload the TS file, but they have fixed it as of now. So I'm gonna run it right now. I'm gonna say npm start. And the idea is what's gonna happen is it's gonna come over here. It's gonna get the state code, which calls this function right here. And then it'll tell, hey, get this one. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, because it has this file right here. I don't know how to ignore that. Let's delete it. Right there. So it's gonna go to GitHub, using our GitHub token, it pulls from our repository, it gets the state I'm looking for, and then it converts it into some buffer and then uploads it to AI Assistant, and that's just what it did right there. Now previously, this would fail, but now we can see this nice little thing where it says, hey, guess what? It worked. Yep, file created right there. I don't know what it's doing here. Something. I'm gonna close that stream. Let's see here. What if I go close like this? Is that what it is? We'll check that in a second. But now what we're gonna do, come over here, we're gonna refresh this page right there, SOS Search Expert. Bam, file is there. This is huge because it didn't work before. And frankly, it kind of broke my will to work on AI stuff for a second because I wanted this to work so badly and it didn't. Okay, so look, this didn't finish. I'm kind of curious what happens if we do it again. We'll make 2 files and hopefully this will close. I'm guessing what's happening is it's not closing because it's, oh gosh, this thing keeps staying. So what it's trying to do is trying to compile the Typescript of that file. But of course, it doesn't have all the package.json stuff. So it's no good. All right, we're gonna go again, see if that'll work. It should file stream close. Oh, still stay, oh, there we go. That time it ended the process. So we gotta close that file stream. So will it give us 2 Alabama indexes? I don't know. It did, which I don't love. After we're done, we need to delete, remember. To do after completing with request, delete. We have to remember to do that. So the process is going to be receive request about certain state. Flow will be as follows. Request bug report. Now for us, we're in certain states. That's how we work. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull each file by state. That makes it easy for us. But maybe you have one about a specific module, whatever, and then you can grab those files and upload it. So we're gonna receive a request, a bug report about a certain state. Then we're gonna get that data, get that state code from GitHub, and give it to the assistant, and then pass request to assistant to help with the bug report. That's what we're gonna do. So we have a request coming first, and we really what we want to do is we want the assistant to be aware of this right here. Yeah, like that. And it's gonna call it by itself because it's gonna make its own state. So this right here is gonna have to be a function that we pass over to the assistant. And then we're gonna pass all that information to the assistant, the code, and it's gonna come back and tell us what we need to do, right? Now I may need helpers. We have a helpers file as well, but we can start with this. Okay, I think that's a good place to start. So now we're gonna do something like this right here. We're gonna go over here to previously when I've done this, I had this kind of thing right here, all this right here, and this is gonna start it. This gets our final message, so we get the last one. So now we're gonna have to create a thread. We're doing over here somewhere. We create the thread right here. Okay, and the assistant right there. So we're gonna have a thread. This is gonna be the request, which is gonna be like this. Actually, I'm gonna go like this. I delete this file. Index local.ts. That's gonna call this one. And we're gonna call this just a function. We're gonna say export async function handler event. We'll make it any. This is assuming we're gonna be just handling this in Lambda. So come down here like that. This crow right here, we're gonna say const request equals sure. I can't, it'll probably be something a little bit different than that, but for now, I'll send it right here. Then it's gonna come through, it's gonna ask it, we're gonna have to execute a function call and stringify error, so let's get those, execute function call. Yeah, this right here. It's a function I should make in some helper because I'm using it all the time. Yep, and we're gonna need a functions, this thing right here, except for us, we're gonna have, what's it called? Get state code? Yeah, that's what I want. Like that. We're also gonna need stringify error. That's great. Perfect. Okay, so it's gonna go through, it's gonna create the thread, it's gonna go ahead and ask it, and then it's gonna start, once we get the function called back, because we're gonna tell it that this function's available, it can get the state code. And then this right here is going, well, we're not gonna do this because it's gonna call it itself. The problem we have is this GitHub token isn't gonna be associated, like, it's not gonna know what the token is. It's over here. Can we somehow pass that in OpenAI? Can I just go like this, GitHub? Like that? You just kind of assume that those are always going to be in there. Like this. We'll just always pass them in, right? Like that. Now for all it's going to know, it's going to only know about those first things, about this, and then we'll take care of the rest, is I think what we're going to say. Is that right? Let me see how this looks over here. I forget, it's so, I think it's more complicated than it should be. So go execute function call, tool call function to arguments, and one of the functions it calls is upload file to OpenAI. It comes over here and it's a file named data, and then inside that we have a string. So we go over here and we say state data, like that. Then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna say state. I'm just gonna go like this. Who am I kidding? Like that. Then we're gonna pull that out just like that. Yep, that looks great. Okay. Okay, so this comes over here. A GitHub token. So this. Is that what we had before? I probably should have looked at that before, but I should be able to compare, right? Let's see. All this is added, oh boy. Okay, we're gonna hope that that's right. Now we have to add this function to our assistant so it can do it. It's gonna go through, it's gonna enter this, and then we're gonna just log out file messages. So we've done this before, so let's see if we can figure out how we did this in the past. So if I come over here, I need something with functions here. Yeah, sure, whatever. Just anything, I don't care. And over here, we'll add the function. Functions suck, by the way. They're a little bit, let's see, I'm gonna call it get state code. This will pull a code associated with a specific state. And it's gonna be this, it's gonna be content, this will be state. What do we need? Probably lower camel case. The state name in lower camel case format. Example, Alabama or Carolina. There we go. Okay, cool. Good luck to us, and may OpenAI have mercy upon our souls. So is there any other things right here? Turbo preview. YOLO, baby. Why not? What does that do? I want it to be faster because it's slow right now, and hopefully that turbo preview is faster and less expensive. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. We're gonna send it. Now we have to give it a request. That's what we're gonna do over here. So I'm gonna say import handler. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna say yep, all like that. I'm gonna say nope. Event. Sure. There is an error when getting the agent name from Alabama. Can you help me? Like that. Now we gotta update our package.json to point to index local. Do we already do that? No. Index local. And we don't actually officially need that .js. So now let's run this guy and see what happens. This is early days. First, I mean, it's a miracle if it runs that first time. We'll see how it goes. Let me get rid of this sidebar. But it did create, well, we're gonna see if there's a function. Okay, hey, it actually worked. No, it didn't. Okay, something. But I think the file got uploaded. Let's check. It did. Okay, so it got through the first thing. That means it came down here. That was fast. Requires action. It passed this in correctly and up. So all our trick right here with this, that all worked. Okay, we're gonna figure out what happened here. So it's going through everyone's stuff, which requires action like that. So then we got a list of them. Gonna come over here, message and execute function call right there. It actually called it, and we gotta stop calling the stuff. Response from function. Okay, so then we got here, file created, stuff is undefined. We didn't have any stuff because that file is now there. Since the file is uploaded, okay, so maybe we update this thing right here, this function. and upload it to the assistant. So probably what happens, state code to get the code for the state where the bug is uploaded. What did it try to do? Okay, it's a little bit better instructions there. I'm gonna get rid of this file and delete those after. Okay, what did it try to do? So it came over here, it said stuff undefined because this returned nothing. File uploaded successfully. Like that. Okay, so it's gonna return that. If it comes back as a string, what happens then? Okay, let's try that. I think it should be a little better. That turbo seemed a lot faster. Oh, freaking. After it's uploaded, just freaking delete it. It's right here, deleted. There we go, let's get rid of it. And this right here, this to do. File's uploaded. Now it should be assessing it itself and getting back to me. Oof. Turbo, huh? Turbo. That's a lot in progress. What are you thinking about here? Ah! Okay, that's good, I guess, but we need to get... Why is it like that? I don't understand. What did it say? Oh, if we have to, I'm just gonna write this. I mean, that'd be a mess, but... Whoa, we need to kill the file. Did it delete locally? Yeah, baby, it did. It's still up here. I think it worked. Fellas and ladies, everyone, of course, you're all welcome to be included in this. Here we go. This is incredibly exciting. I didn't expect. I came back here looking for like, okay, I need to get something like this done, take a stab at it, and then the file upload works, and I'm thrilled about it. In worst case scenario, we're gonna have the whole thing logged out as a big string, which may be a gigantic mess, but whatever. At least we'll be able to do something with it, right? Okay, here's all of it. We got the last one. But upon examining the content elements of the code, oh, okay, I'm thrilled with this. Now you can modify this more for your code. I think the next step I would do to this is maybe do some kind of integration. I am done. I'm ending right there. That is a success in my book, especially compared to last time. I think next steps that I will build and that you should build would be something where we integrate this into like a developer chat where you can just talk to them, really talk to your code. It can get back to you with suggestions and already is aware of what's happening. That's thrilling. I want to give it a try.
Snap out of it.
All right, okay. This is Jordan Hans. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, hit that like, subscribe, follow me, ask questions, and we'll talk more. See ya.